Hey all, Steve from GuitarNiche here. On the bench we have a made in Mexico Fender standard bass from 2003, and just throwing on a new set of strings after doing some setup work on it, and wanted to share a very critical tip for any of you bass players, Fender influenced bass players. This is something that is going to make your life of tone a little bit more satisfactory, let's say, okay? So because of the size of the headstock and the planing and stuff like that, just the general geometry of what's going on here, there's really not a whole lot of down pressure here when you install a string. The third string specifically. I mean, the fourth string, you know, it tends to be okay. And of course we have the string retainer for the other first two strings. But this third string, if you do not install the string properly, you will run into buzzing problems and inconsistent tone and all sorts of nasty stuff, okay? So the trick is simply this, okay? Normally you might wanna, you know, with these old school center post type tuners, you measure off a couple inches or so and you chop it off, right? And then pop it in, turn it around. Well, what we're going to do is very, very simple. You're simply going to add another wrap or so to drive the string down. So the more the string wraps, the further down this angle will go. Okay, and there's a limit to all this. You don't want to put too much string on there where it you know, becomes a tuning issue, and you want to keep the string, you know, just organized in general. Okay, so I'm going to measure off. Now, to my eye, that's kind of 3.5, 4 inches maybe. We could say to the first post, and I'll chop that off right where I have it. So I'm committed, totally committed to this now. All right, and I'll pop that in the center, and I'll give that an extra wrap, just because I can, and it saves a little bit of time. I'll get out my string winder. I'll give this a few turns, and we'll see what we have. Okay, so here we have our string installed with a good amount of wrap around it. Not too much, not too little. Sweet spot, you might say. And yeah, I know it's driving the camera crazy, but it is what it is. Because it's thunder from down under. But it's good and solid. There's some good, at least some reasonable down pressure over the nut, which is really what we were after. If we tilt that a little bit, you can see that it's not a straight line, which is what we were trying to avoid. And that is all good. Okay? As always, play loud, have fun, have a great day. My name is Steve. This is GuitarNiche. Sometimes it's bass niche, but still, you visit GuitarNiche.com for some wonderful stuff. Read the resources in the description below for some free stuff. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Cheers. See ya.